Hi guys, welcome back to Storytime with Marika. If you're very observant, you might be wondering, why the thumbnail not matching with what you're wearing right now and how your hair is right now. Well, clumsy Marika was recording a video, or she thought she was recording a video yesterday, and it turns out she never actually pressed start, so nothing was recording and she was just sitting there talking to herself for 15 minutes. If you follow me on Instagram, you would already know this. This is why the video is late, but I didn't give up right there and then. I tried to film afterwards and it failed, and then Matia woke up and I tried again. I tried with him and this is how it turned out. Okay. So do like this. Say hi guys.
Hi guys.
So y'all been asking for the story time for a hot minute since January, maybe the end of December. And well, I saw the comments and everything, but I planned it for this Friday, this weekend, because who birthday coming up? His birthday's on Sunday, so you know. Excuse his hair. He been coming it since Monday. He come this side and then he said he not coming the rest. So I couldn't come the rest. What? What do you want to do?
I want to do another one.
But it's going on still, you know. It's going on still. If you stand up, they won't see you. Don't grab it.
But I just put in another one.
No, put your tongue in your mouth.
Why?
Because that's gross. You're a silly boy. Can I tell the story?
But when the time finish?
Wait a minute when it finish. It's not a picture, you know. Let me do a picture for you.
The next day.
So, you know, I realized that that wasn't gonna work out. So I was like, you know what? We'll just do it tomorrow. So it's Saturday, and I'm finally giving you all my birth story. Y'all asked me this for y'all been asking for this since the end of December, maybe early January. I want your birth story. How's your birth experience, you know? Delivery and labor story. Come on, you know. Y'all ask and I saw all the comments, but I set the birth story for this weekend because tomorrow is Matia's birthday. So I was like, what better way to celebrate his birthday than talk about the way he was born? So yeah, let's get right into it. So on the 4th of February 2019, we mounted up Mateo's playpen, and while I was mounting it up, my mom was like, Ole mounting up the playpen and Ole gonna bring the baby, you know, because we were preparing all this stuff, and yeah, because I was excited and my sister was excited, obviously. So she was like, Ole go bring the baby. We didn't take her on, and the 5th I was home alone. Well, I'm always home alone, and I decided to cut my hair, and this was me. I was just in the mirror and I was like, cut off all my hair. I had 13 inches of hair, and then I cut it off and it was less than 1 inch. The front was an inch, and then the sides, yeah. And then I was just vibing with my little baby bump and stuff. And when my mom came home that evening, she was like, well, when I come home tomorrow, you're gonna make the baby? Because, I mean... But she wasn't surprised. She wasn't like, oh, you cut your hair? No, because I cut my hair before for myself at home. So, yeah. But she was like, when I come home tomorrow, you're gonna make the baby? And, well, that was foreshadowing because the next morning, the 6th of February 2019, I woke up around 6 and I ran to the bathroom. Well, I waddled to the bathroom because I had a big belly. Waddled to the bathroom to pee. And while I was peeing, well, I actually started peeing in my sleep. So, yeah. Went to pee and my underwear was wet. So, I went to change my underwear and I went back to bed. Like maybe a minute after, it was there again. So I go and waddle into the bathroom and I'm like what's going on? But I still thought, it's pee because pregnant women pee a lot. So yeah. I finished pee the second time and I went back to my bedroom and I got an underwear to put on. I was holding it in my hand and then my mom came and she was like, you okay? Like, what going on? And I was telling her what happened just now. And while we standing there talking, it like the amniotic fluid just started running down my legs. And it was like uncontrollable. So it was just there. I was just standing and it is not a big splash like how you see on movies. Don't listen to that. It was like just pee, but it wasn't pee. It was clear and slimy-ish. And yeah, it was just coming down. And my mom was like, and I was trying not to smile, but I was so freaking happy. So then my mom woke up my sister. My sister called my midwife. And by the way, this is where I gave birth. At Mama Toso Birthing Center in Belmont. So yeah. My sister called my midwife and she was like, oh my goodness, great, she asked how I'm doing and stuff. I was fine. She said, well, I can't come in now because you're not in active labor, blah 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 blah. So we were like, okay, whatever. Oh, and she told me I could do like some exercises to bring on the labor, but just like squats and stuff. So I was doing squats, walking up and down the stairs and stuff, and doing like some yoga stuff. And then around 9, contractions started, but they weren't like sharp. They were painful because I'm not used to having pain. Like even when I have my period, I don't have like serious cramps, but I was before pregnancy. So yeah, I wasn't used to any of it. So then when I got the cramps, when I got the contractions, I was like, and we called her and she asked if it was any 411 pattern, and it wasn't. So I still couldn't come in at 9. At around 10, they started to get worse and they still wasn't in the 411, but we still called her back and we asked, if we could come in. And she was like, yeah, okay, come in. And I grabbed my bag and the baby's bag because it was already packed from since like 30 weeks. And I was 37.5 weeks. So, yeah. Grabbed the bags and we went to the car and I went to Mama Toto. And, they greeted me with smiles as always. And they were like, how are you? Blah, 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 blah. And then we went to the exam room and she examined me. And I was only 2 centimeters dilated. Like, I was like, oh, huh? All I'm paying for 2 centimeters. And then she asked me if I want to do a membrane sweep, which was to bring on the labor. And I was like, yeah, because, why not? Because I don't want to go back home and wait all the time for it. So if you want to, you can, if that means that I could give birth faster. So she did the membrane sweep, and I'm not even joking, like 20 minutes after the membrane sweep, contractions started to get like it was worse. And I started crying. I was really, really crying. Now the contractions, they were stronger, but again, it wasn't any 411 pattern. So I'm there crying. My mother was there, my sister was there, and then my father met us there. That was when my father's kind of stepped back in my life when he found out I was pregnant, and then he left again. Like when Matia was like 3 months, maybe 6 months. So yeah. Anyways, he was there, and then I was crying, rocking, trying to do all different things to help with the pain. I took hot showers. I had a rice sock. My doula gave me massages. I sat on the birthing stool. Like, there were so many different things that I tried and nothing was helping. So I cried. My mother, she left to go and get some pizza because in Mama Toto it's natural birth. Everything is natural. They encourage you to eat and drink to stay like hydrated and to get your energy up during birth, during labor. So I could have eat, I could have drink, I could have do whatever. My mother went for pizza because she knows that I love pizza. And when she left, it was really strong. And I was like, I want my mommy. Like, where's mommy? She wasn't there. My father came and he was there, and he was just there with me. He stand up. I can't remember if he cried, but I was crying, and I was just there rocking. See, it was hitting a lot. Like, it was a 11 out of 10 pain. I can't do that again, honestly. And my mom came back and she came in the room and everything, but my midwife didn't really want my mom and my sister in the room because when I was crying, they were crying, so we were just crying. And yeah, I had 2 close friends, and after I gave birth, my mom was like, they passed, and they heard me screaming and stuff. So yeah, I was screaming a lot, and it hurt so bad. Don't let me scare you from having children, huh? Because it's different with everybody. My sister, she passed. She went through her labor with flying colors. Like, she pushed for 90 minutes, had her labor she was in active labor for like an hour. Me, I was there for 14 hours. Like, no, I wasn't in Mama Toto 14 hours. I was in Mama Toto for 9 hours. But from the time my water broke to when I had the baby, 14 hours. Yeah. So we tried everything to ease the pain, and then around like 5, maybe 6, I was on the bed trying different positions, and I was crying so much. And I just kept on saying, I want to go home and sleep. I'm tired. I want to go home and sleep. And I was crying so much. And when it was like 6, my midwife informed me that if my baby doesn't come before 8, they would have to transfer me to a general hospital. And that right there was a no-no for me, because I was already screaming and carrying on. And the public hospitals in Trinidad, they don't treat you nice. Like, you're not always lucky to get a good nurse. And just by me screaming and how I was taking the pain, they would have treated me really bad. Like, shut up, or stop screaming, or nobody sent you to go and get a baby. And that's the kind of things they would say. So I just didn't want to go to the public hospital. That's the whole reason why I went and I paid to give birth at Mama Toto, to avoid the public sector. Like, no. So she told me that, and in my head I was like, Mateo, you need to come now. And that was like my motivation to, I don't know, it didn't really do anything on the outside. Like, nothing changed on the outside, but in my head and the baby, like, I don't know, we just synced and we knew that, okay, time is go time, and we, around like 7, maybe 6:45, we started to push, and my mom was on the side, my sister was on the side, my mom's hand was on my shoulder, my sister's hand was on my leg, and I was in the traditional giving birth position. I could have gave birth in any position, by the way, because Mama Toto, you could give birth however you want. I just chose that way because I was just there lying, and she told me, okay, it's time to push. And at first we were just pushing when I was feeling the pain, and then once he started to crown, like his head was crowning, she gave me a mirror, and I got to see the baby, and I saw his head, and his head was full of hair, and I was like, in my head, of course I didn't say anything, I was like, he has hair, and like that was my motivation to, come on. But almost at the finish line, come on. So yeah, when he started to crown is when we started to count. So it was counting to 10 when I feel the pain. But at first I was screaming and pushing, and she was telling me, use my energy to push down instead of scream up and push down, like try to hold it in, like grunt or something. So I was like, and push it, right? Yeah, I push and push and push. It was terrible. It was terrible. It was terrible. And he came out and they put him on my chest, and he was not crying. I was like, huh? What's going on? And they were like, talk to him, call his name. And I was like, Mateo, hi Mateo. And he started moving and stuff, and then they suctioned some air out of some of the fluid out of his nose and mouth, and they just did that once, and then he started crying. And I kid you not, as soon as I heard his cry, you know how they say it's a really nice feeling and it's a beautiful moment, blah 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 blah. Once I heard his cry, and I realized that my baby was okay, he was alive and he was healthy, I was like, okay, get this baby off of me, I need to sleep. And it really wasn't like a bad thing, because I was really exhausted. I wasn't eating, I wasn't drinking. They were trying to feed me, but I just wasn't having it. I just really wanted to sleep. I didn't push my baby off. I kept him on my chest, and this was me. Yeah, and he was just there. I was lying down, and then she gave me a shot to stop the bleeding. They didn't cut my umbilical cord right away. They leave it what do I want to say? They leave it pulsating until it stopped for itself, and then they cut it. And I needed stitches. My grandmother took my baby, and she was outside while I was getting stitches, and my sister was there while I was getting stitches. And while I was getting stitches, I needed to pee. She was like, you can't hold it. And I was like, no, I really need to pee. And then she was like, okay, I'm on the last one. And then she did the last one, and she put a bedpan, and I peed right there. Yeah, I got a shot down there to numb the area when she did the stitches, and my father cut my umbilical cord. Yeah, I saw my placenta I didn't see it, my sister saw it, and everything was in order, everything was intact. And the afterbirth, the placenta, they just told me to cough, and then they like massaged my stomach, and it came out pretty easily. And yeah, it wouldn't recommend it at all. I got up after that, and I went to the bathroom again because I was peeing a lot still. And I walked to the bathroom, and I saw myself in the mirror, and I nearly cried. I looked terrible. My eyes were like bulgy, and hair was like dark, and I was just And for like the first 3 days, maybe 5 days after, down there was the size of a ping pong ball. The first 3 days, it went down after 3 days. Like you could feel it through your underwear, like a ball. I didn't want to see it. I never looked, but it was swollen. The morning after, I took a shower. They say you're not supposed to shower within the first week, I think, of you giving birth. But that was like long time when, you know, it was cold water and concrete floor, but now we have tiles, we have hot water. So my midwife was like, you can shower if you want to shower, you're not gonna get lime cool, like how everybody talk about that, you know, Caribbean people talk about that. And I showered the morning, and we left around minutes of 7. My baby was good. I didn't shower him until the day after, and this was him when we got home. You see his hair, yeah. And when you give birth, when you have a vaginal birth, your baby's head is cone shaped for like the first day or so, and then it comes back down round. And yeah, he's a blessing to me, blessing to my life. I really wasn't ready for him, but God knew I needed him, and I am so grateful for my baby boy all the time, because without him I would have gone down a really dreadful path, and I don't even want to think about it, honestly. But yes, he is my biggest motivation, and his smile keeps me going. Matia, yes, he came 5 days before my birthday. I really wanted him to come on my birthday, but he came 5 days before, and now I'm happy that, you know, he has his own birthday, because us sharing a birthday would have been, I don't know, weird. Because I mean, imagine when when he's 16 and I'm 32, you know, like, he's gonna want to go out, I'm gonna want to go out, and I mean, he always comes first, well, second after God. And you know, I'm just happy that I have my day, he has his day, and his day is before mine. So yes, tomorrow is his birthday. He's turning 3. I can't believe he's so old. He's gotten so big and so tall and so smart. Oh my goodness. If you have any questions about Mama Tutu, you can message me, or you could check them out on Instagram at Mama Tutu Center or Mama Tutu Birthing Center. Can't really remember. I would link it in the description below, so you could just check the description box. And yeah, my biggest highlight from giving birth at Mama Tutu was that they take care of my baby the night after I gave birth. So they held my baby, and I got to sleep, and they only brought him when he was hungry. So they were like my babysitters right after, when I was still there, of course. And yeah, I really recommend them. I love them so much. Like, go check them out. I hope y'all enjoyed the story time. Me talking about this just makes me remember everything. I would really do it all over again for him, if it means that, you know, I have my baby boy. But for me to choose this, like to say, yeah, I want another baby, no. But yeah, I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You like my hair? I style my hair. It's not touching my face, but it is touching my neck. That's why I wore this. But yeah, I love you guys, and thank you so much for the support. Stay tuned for more. Y'all get to choose my next video. I will be posting on Instagram for y'all to vote. And yeah, bye.